Today, we're diving into something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but it's happening right now. It's a global race to build a totally new kind of computer, one that doesn't just calculate faster, but actually thinks in a completely different way. We're talking about a machine that could solve problems we once thought were literally impossible.
So let me start with a wild question. What if the most powerful supercomputers on Earth, the ones we rely on for absolutely everything, are basically just really fancy calculators when they come up against the universe's biggest questions?
Because honestly, that's the reality. When you talk about the truly massive challenges, like designing brand new medicines from a single atom, or accurately modeling our entire planet's climate, or building a truly conscious AI, our current computers just stop. They hit a hard limit. A computational brick wall they just can't get past.
And here's why. It all comes down to the fundamental building blocks. Your laptop, your phone, they're all built on bits. And a bit is super simple, right? It's either a 0 or a 1, on or off. They process things one step at a time, in a straight line. But quantum computers, they use something called qubits. And a qubit, well, it can be a 0, a 1, or both at the same time. This lets them explore millions of possibilities at once. It's not linear, it's multidimensional, it's a whole new language.
Probably the best way to picture this is with an analogy. A regular bit is like a light switch. It's either on or it's off. That's it. A qubit, on the other hand, is like a dimmer dial. It can be fully on, fully off, and every single possible shade of brightness in between, all at the exact same moment. And that ability to exist in all those states at once is where the unbelievable power comes from. So let's dig into that a little deeper. How exactly does this quantum leap work? Let's peel back the layers and really look at what makes a qubit so ridiculously different from a good old-fashioned bit.
Okay, the magic word here is superposition. This is a core idea in quantum mechanics, and it's what allows a qubit to be both a 0 and a 1 at the same time. It's just hanging out in this cloud of possibilities until you actually measure it. And it gets even weirder when you link them together through another property called entanglement. Then their power just multiplies in ways that are kind of hard to wrap your head around.
And this is where it gets truly mind-bending. The power doesn't just add up, it grows exponentially. So while n regular bits can hold n pieces of information, n qubits can hold 2 to the power of n values, all at once. So 2 qubits can hold 4 values, 3 qubits hold 8. By the time you get to just 300 qubits, you could be exploring more values simultaneously than there are atoms in the entire known universe. It's just a complete explosion of computing power.
And that incredible potential is exactly why we're seeing this new kind of global race heat up like never before. This isn't just some science project stuck in a lab anymore. This is a full-on, high-stakes competition for the technology that will define our future.
So, who's in this race? Well, you've got all the tech giants you'd expect. Google, IBM, Microsoft. They're all pouring money into building their own quantum machines. Then you have entire countries, like the US and China, who see this as a huge deal for national security and economic power. And you can't forget the dark horses, the brilliant university labs, and these scrappy, ambitious startups, all hoping they're the ones who will finally crack the code.
And believe me, this is not a cheap race to be in. We're talking about tens of billions of dollars flooding in from both governments and private companies. I mean, to put that into perspective, the amount of money being invested in quantum is starting to look like the budgets for major space programs. It is one of the biggest technological bets humanity has ever made.
So what's the finish line? What is everyone racing towards? It's this idea called quantum supremacy. That's the name for the exact moment, the tipping point, when a quantum computer successfully solves a problem that no classical computer on Earth could ever solve. Not in 1,000 years, not even in 1,000,000. Game over.
Now, I know this all might sound a little abstract, a little out there, but the impact is going to be incredibly personal. This isn't just about building faster computers. It's about completely reimagining what's possible in our daily lives.
Okay, let's take medicine. Right now, finding a new drug is a lot of slow, painful trial and error. A quantum computer could simulate molecules with perfect accuracy. We could literally design hyper-effective drugs for diseases like Alzheimer's or cancer inside a computer before we even touch a test tube. The ultimate goal? Cures that are tailor-made for your specific DNA. Or how about cybersecurity? All the encryption that protects your bank account, government secrets, everything, a powerful enough quantum computer could probably shatter it. But here's the flip side. That same technology can be used to create brand new, provably unbreakable encryption. It's both the ultimate lockpick and the ultimate lock.
And what about the biggest problem of all, climate change?
With quantum computers, we could create a perfect digital twin of our planet's climate, letting us model and fight climate change with a precision we can't even dream of today. We could design new materials for super-efficient solar panels, or even find molecules that can literally pull carbon out of the atmosphere.
And then, of course, there's artificial intelligence. Quantum computing could be the key that unlocks the next generation of AI. It would let machine learning models chew on vastly more complex problems, pushing AI way beyond its current limits. We're talking about a genuine leap forward in what intelligence even means.
So the key thing to remember is this isn't about just one field. From healthcare, which could see the biggest changes, to totally optimizing finance, creating new materials from scratch, you name it. The quantum revolution is going to send ripples through every single part of our lives. The potential for change is just staggering.
So yeah, the quantum age isn't some far-off dream. It's being built right now as we speak. The real question isn't if it's going to get here, but when. And once it arrives, are we going to be ready for the world it creates?